Alright, before we begin, I have a public service announcement for you younger ladies out there. Any of you who might be watching, I want you to take a really good look at this girl. This is Bonnie Blue, right? How old do you think she looks? Because to me, she looks to be about in her 40s. Right? Now, she doesn't look old. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't really look old. She's not wrinkly and old. She's not saggy and old. She's plastic and old. She looks like every 40-year-old woman who's had a lot of plastic surgery done to them. That's how she looks old. Not because she even actually looks old, but because she looks like what old women look like these days. Right? She's 25. She's 20 years younger than me, and I'm looking at her like, if she wasn't just a total whore that I could just get no matter what, I bet you I could pick her up at a bar. Because she just looks like some MILF that's just tired of it, you know what I mean? Like, she's probably got a kid that's in her 14, 15, 16 years old, something like that. I bet you I could totally get her. And she's pretty hot, like, she looks old. Like, it's sad that old now, like when I was a kid, old looked old. You're wrinkly and you're starting to get crow's feet and the wrinkles and all that kind of stuff. Because you start to get old. But nowadays, old looks creepy. Like, oh, you look really creepy. You got a whole, like, you got this puffy parts of your face. Like, your face looks swollen. You must be old. But I'm seeing so many girls that are like 23 and look like this. And I'm like, you look old. But not because you look old, but because you look like what old people look like now. It's fucking weird, isn't it?
When the earth starts to settle, God throws a stone at it. And believe me, he's winding up.
So, this is Lily Phillips. And this is Bonnie Blue. Lily Phillips, you might remember, is the girl who's an OnlyFans whore, and she had sex with 100 guys in a day. Wow. And then she did an interview about it where she emotionally broke down and cried because it was so impersonal and she was so detached through it all, and it was sad. And then Lily Phillips said, now I'm going to fuck 1,000 guys in a day. Alright. So then we go over to Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue, you may remember, is the girl who travels around the world during spring break time, wherever regionally spring break time is. And she has sex with 16 to 18-year-old boys during that time. Because in some countries, 16 is legal age. So she goes around the world and has sex with legal-aged men. Wherever they're all hanging out in spring break. She... like, it's kind of funny. I like watching Summoning Salt. He does documentaries about speedrunners. And it's always a thing in speedrunning. Like, somebody's really grinding, really working hard. Like, they're almost getting famous because of how hard they're working to try and beat this record. And it's, and then one day they wake up and they look and somebody's already posted a time that they're trying to beat. Now they have to work harder to beat a different... And it's like... So, Bonnie Blue... just out of fucking nowhere is like, yeah, I just fucked 1,000 guys in 12 hours, bitch. And Lily Phillips cried again because, oh no, I was really training hard, getting my puss as loose as it could possibly be, getting ready to have sex with 1,000 guys, and here comes Bonnie Blue to snatch the crown right up from under my snatch. And yeah. So then Bonnie Blue decided to tell a funny joke that she was pregnant. And she went on and on about how she was pregnant. She likes to say that she wasn't pretending that she was pregnant. She wasn't saying that she was pregnant. Except for what she said was that my kid will never be made fun of because he has 1,057 dads. Which is pretty much you're saying you're pregnant. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're retarded, but like that means that you're saying that you're pregnant. Like when you say that shit. So, you're stupid. And she says she's pregnant. And she goes on with this whole she's pregnant thing. And then Lily Phillips, not to be outdone, because she's twice as stupid, she comes up with some sort of AI filter fucking thing where now she got a baby too. Except like 2 days ago she posted a video where she's very tight stomach, you know. And then like 2 days after she posted the I'm pregnant video, she was not pregnant. And people got upset. Right? So then after Lily Phillips has to admit, yeah, I'm not really pregnant, I was just kidding, people got really upset. And then Bonnie Blue, because she is also fucking weird and disgusting, decided to come out and go, well, I was also joking, but like not like she was joking, because the way she was joking is disgusting. And I wasn't joking like that because I never literally said that I was pregnant. I just alluded to it heavily by referring to my child and exactly how many fathers that we're speculating he has. So, you know, I totally didn't say that I was pregnant specifically, and because of that, she's disgusting and I'm cool, because I'm going to donate all of the money I made during that time to charity and get people IVF. But it's alright. Bonnie Blue is... she's figuring it out. She's teamed up with some other chick, and they're gonna fuck 2,000 guys. So this is gonna be fantastic. Like, it's all right. Why are we talking about these hookers? The reason we're talking about these bitches is because they are going to save humanity. I kid you not. They are going to save humanity because they are exposing the worst aspects of the sex worker industry. And girls are starting to take notice, and they're looking at this situation, and many of them are going, yeah, maybe this isn't a great idea. And they're so fucked up. And you know, I think that they're putting on such a disgusting show that people are going to not tune in as much anymore. There are always going to be people who are going to watch for the whatever, for the porn of it, you know what I mean? Like, it's porn. We are breeding future generations to just be hopelessly involved in porn. So, it's porn. But a lot of people are kind of fed up with these two because it's... at no point really was it not sad. Like, it started sad, and now it's just pitiful. And it isn't getting any better. And it's just sad. And so people are like, you need to stop doing this. And a lot of people are saying, we need to stop supporting this. Like, we all just kind of need to stop interacting with these people. And ultimately, I think that's how the internet is going to, like, work out. Like, I've always said that we're not mature enough to handle the internet. And we're not. We are not, as people, we are not mature enough to handle the internet, to handle that much access to information, to handle that much access to not information, to handle that much access to each other, to handle that much access to people's personal stories. We are nowhere near emotionally or just maturity-wise able to deal with the internet. But children grow up, and immature people gain maturity. Like, maturity isn't something you're born with, it's something you earn over time. I still haven't. A lot of people haven't. But as a people, we're starting to get there. A lot of people are saying, I just am not going to engage in this stuff anymore because this is just harmful. And a lot of people are questioning, the parental responsibilities involved in all this kind of stuff. It's all bad. Like, no matter how you paint it, they're driving it through the roof. And I honestly think that Bonnie Blue is probably a nymphomaniac, like for real nymphomaniac, because she seems to have utterly no remorse, no matter how disgusting she decides to be. She's so greedy. She wants the money so bad. She wants the bragging rights. So it's like she's such a small little person that she needs this to make her feel like she's a big person, because no matter how many people call her disgusting, there's one guy that's jacking it to her, and that's good enough. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more than one guy jacking it to her, let's be honest. But if there literally only was one guy jacking it to her, she'd be probably making her next video sucking his dick. Because why not? Like, that, she literally doesn't care. She just wants the attention that bad. And I think that she really genuinely gets off to the sex aspect of it. Because I've watched her talk about it, and she's dead-faced. Like, she's smiling and all, she's dead-faced as fuck. There's nothing there. Like, you look at her eyes when she's talking about it, and there's no soul there anymore. Like, there's no spark of life. There's no actual enjoyment in it. She is so deep in her mental illness that she's now just, she's turned off. Like, Lily disassociated during having sex with 100 men. Bonnie Blue has been disassociating, I think, for years. Just continually. Like, I think she's just disassociated now. She's outside of herself. She has taken the core of her being, all of her dignity and pride and self-love. She has taken all of that, put it in a fucking lockbox, and threw that shit in the closet. She's done. She's gone. She don't care. This is all for the fame and the money. And she's getting fame, all right. She's getting money. And this doesn't end well. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, this never ends well. Like, for both of them, it's not going to end well. Like, this is going to be bad. Within the next 10 years, I think, we're going to be having a very, very different discussion about these two girls. But I think that ultimately their stories are going to be a huge factor in saving this country, saving this fucking world, really. Because for every Bonnie Blue and for every Lily Phillips that's out there, there's all these girls of all these different ages. And they know, man, they're pop culture. And nobody knows pop culture like kids. Kids know every fucking pop culture. Everything. And Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips, they're pop culture. So these kids know. And they're already, the boys at young ages are looking at the girls at young ages and asking them if they know about Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips. And these girls are going, yeah, I know about them. No. And it's bringing choosiness back into the world. I'm going to be a little more choosy with my partners. I don't really think I need to run through 1,000 dudes a minute at a pop like that, I think I'm good with that. So, I don't know. I certainly don't support what they're doing. However, I think ultimately the good that comes from this particular evil will be that girls in society will see this and be massively turned off by it. And they will start to look at the boys around them and see how very much they're into it. And they're going to be like, no, I'm not cool with this. And on the flip side, there's a lot of guys who are like, nah, man, like that kind of shit, I'm good. And there's already been that stuff. There's a video of, I think it was Bonnie Blue, was that 5 guys asking if she, could actually get 5 guys, and the guy at the counter's like, nah. And she's like, really? Well, what about just you? And he's like, nah. He's like, I can get you anything on the menu. And she's like, are you on the menu? And he's like, nah. So, there are, still guys out there that are not literally ruled by their dick, but not many of them, because, man, there's a lot of guys out there that are just ruled by their dick, and but that's probably why she's going after the 16, 17, and 8-year-olds, because they're stupid enough to just not even consider what the fuck is this going to do to me. Just on all the levels of what the fuck could this possibly do to me. There's a whole lot of levels there. And I think that she's fucking the young ones because they don't know better. That's my bet. But yeah, they're both just bad people. And nothing gets nothing gets people to stop doing bad things than watching really bad people do those bad things. And then they kind of go, yeah, that doesn't look fun. And I don't really want to be associated with that.